Foxborough. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Gillette. Return starts at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. That's incomplete left side.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Quick throw completed by May. We got the football pop, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. This looks like a run drawn up for May. Massive hits, the ball's out. And that should be Seahawks football. So the first drive goes almost nowhere, and then Brock, then they turn it over.
You know, it is such a double whammy, Kate. Obviously, you hate the turnover and giving away possession. But these opening drives are really a time to see what your opponent's going to do. The great coordinators will script it, right, to get different personnel and different formations to try to get some tells from the defense. No tell there other than a critical giveaway.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. First down throw here from Milrow. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing out to the left. Cut! And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Chance to have the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Shotgun now for Milrow. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he has it down at the 26-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually head to that other sidelines.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. From the gun, Milrow. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Walker on first down. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Running with Walker again. That's run into the secondary. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. They'll send a receiver left. Quick throw left side, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. To return this, Marcus Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
30-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. This one to Williams out left side. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a New England first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. All right, time to get this second quarter going. The Patriots set up inside the red zone. To the air on first down, May. He has it at the 5. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. And he does not tie this game. His extra point's off. They remain down by 1. Things trim back down to a single-point prop as they send this off and away. They'll take this at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Lightning 18. Rig alert, rig alert. Hawk 79 Broncos. Steady.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Ready, set.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
10, 18, 5 in. Trap 50, trap 50. 60 Bobcat, Dragon 60.
Milrow from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Receiver in motion, going left. Walker now from the gun. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Milrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Third and short, it's Milrow. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as a play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain. That feels like a sack for those defenders.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Handoff to Walker from the gun. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
That one is caught. Horton has it. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. Milroe with it on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second and 10. Milroe to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target that time was Kenneth Walker. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
3rd and long for him here. That one connects. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Design quarterback run here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So this solid 1st half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Myers to add the PAT. No problems on the extra point there. And the Seahawks grow their lead to 8.
14. Patriots 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First down, May. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's May on 1st and 10. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. From the gun, it's May. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second down now. They need 7. Throwing again. It's May. And that's incomplete. And it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
Roy Gallis connects. And that gets them back within 5.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Has it at the 11. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Third quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Hawk 7, Warriors 17. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing now, Milroe. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Takes this in at the 25. Along the right sideline, there's space. He will go. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The playground back in the day, right? You're playing tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson, those elite guys, you just can't.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. The 40. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Well, the good news is it's not going to count as a pick on the stat sheet, but 2 points left on the table thanks to that INT.
It sure looked there for a second, didn't it, Kate? Like the points may have been going on the other side of the board.
Sure did.
And I'll tell you what, this is one of those moments that we don't see a lot, right? Interception, a run back on a 2-point play. It just shows you the wherewithal of this team, the coaching, and then the players' IQ, the acumen to go out there and execute with all they have after that interception.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects on the crosser. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. To the air. Milroe. To the left. He's got a roll. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch. and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yards in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, Milrow. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Walker again. And this time he gets in for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 3rd quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Now it's Milrow in the offense, looking to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Has it at the 1. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Patriots 15. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play action, May. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action. Here's May. Put some heat on this. He's got it inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots cut it to 1 late in the third. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting at the 10. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Drive begins with a Walker run. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our fourth quarter.
Ready, ready.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2.
Get it. 60 in. 70. Hot 7. 70. Timberwolves. Go.
Give now to the running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. Shot. 19 Lion. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Milrow from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
First and 10 from the 32. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Finds a seam down the middle, and he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. In the red zone on first. Hits his running back. Play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, second and inches. And bring the tight end left. Running for the marker on second. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks take a fourth quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Patriots 22. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Here's May. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots losing by 7. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. That one complete to Diggs. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short-yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play. Just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
We'll find his running back, Henderson. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Setting up, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
Here goes. 5. Crazy. Hey, what's up?
Desperation time here. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here's the first carry for LaQuintale. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Blitz. 70 Lions.
They're going to pass it here. She just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
That's taken on the 7. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, what's up? Crazy. 5. Crazy.
Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played with a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.